Dan Jorgensen. The press statements follow the agreement just last night on Repower EU. President von der Leyen.
Yes, good morning to all of you and a very warm welcome to you, Fatih Birol, and congratulations to Commissioner Dan Jorgensen. This has been a very short night for the negotiators, but today is indeed a historic day for our union. Last night we reached a provisional agreement on the Commission's proposal to fully phase out Russian fossil fuels. We're turning that page, and we're turning it for good. This is the dawn of a new era, the era of Europe's full energy independence from Russia. Many believe this would be impossible. Well, the figures speak for themselves, and let me give you some. Today, Russian gas imports, so LNG and pipeline, are down from 45% at the beginning of the war to 13%. Coal imports are down from 51% at the beginning of the war to now 0%. And crude oil imports are down from 26% to 2% today. I always knew that we could deliver with unity, with resolve, and by building on the extraordinary work of the past 3 years. With our Repower EU plan, we overcame the worst energy crisis in decades. We saved energy together while ensuring energy security all the way. We diversified our suppliers to trusted partner, signing new partnerships, and we invested in renewables and nuclear at unprecedented speed. Today, half of our electricity comes from renewables. And if you look at the low-carbon energy, so nuclear and renewables, it's 74%. And this is just the beginning. Repower EU kept us safe winter after winter. It kept the lights on in Europe's schools and hospitals. It kept homes warm across the Union. So this is a true European success story. And there's another point that is important. As we slashed Russian imports of fossil fuels massively, we also cut the revenues that Russia uses to wage its war of aggression against Ukraine. We were paying to Russia 12 billion euros per month at the beginning of the war for fossil fuels. Now we're down to 1.5 billion per month, still too much. We aim to bring it down to 0. And my final point is, as part of its aggression, Russia has been attacking Ukraine's energy infrastructure over and over again, winter after winter, in these past 3 years. Winter after winter, Europe helped keep the lights on in Ukraine. Dear Fatih, dear Dan, you both worked hard, and you remember our joint effort last year to repair, to reconnect, to stabilize Ukraine's energy system. We will do it again this year. We will help repair the damage caused by the Russian strikes. We have already provided more than 16,000 power generators and transformers. And we are stabilizing Ukraine's energy grid with over 2 gigawatts of electricity export from our union to Ukraine. We will continue to support immediate needs and help build a more resilient Ukrainian energy system for the long term. To conclude, this is a good day for Europe and for our independence from Russian fossil fuels, because this is how we make Europe resilient. I want to thank the Commissioner, the Council and the Parliament. This is European teamwork at its best. And this includes your precious advice, dear Fatih, over all these years. Thank you very much for that, and thank you.
Yes, Mr. Birol has the floor.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Madam President, big congratulations to you and to you also, Mr. Commissioner. Indeed, this is a historic day, colleagues, for Europe and for the energy world in general. Today, Europe is drawing a line under a saga that began over half a century. Decades and decades, Russia has been the number one energy supplier of Europe, mainly natural gas, and today we are coming to the end of this saga. Dear colleagues, if you look at the past, why Europe chose Russia, very interesting. In the 1970s, it was a diversification from Middle East oil. So it was a way to diversify there, but it went a bit, I would say, too far from this diversification. There was a growing dependency on Russian gas. I remember year 2004, 20 years ago, I was in Berlin. I told this to the Madam President as well. I said that the Europe's dependency on Russian gas may be problematic in the future. At that time, it was 30%. And it was not heard very strongly in Europe. And 2019, about half of the European gas came from Russia, even worse. But Russia reminded us when they have invaded Crimea 2014 that Russia may not be the most reliable energy partner. And we know the rest, 2022, Russia's invasion of Ukraine and cutting the Russian gas and the major energy crisis in Europe. Now, when the crisis happened, I have presented Madam President a 10-point plan of IEA how to go through these difficult days without having the lights off, with the lights on and economy still strong. And under the strong leadership of Madam President, we have seen that we had the gas. We were also fortunate to have the US LNG at that time and the Norwegian growing gas production. Again, in the last 3 years, exciting of the renewables, as we have seen, renewables in the last 3 years, Madam President, increased 40% in 3 years, which is unbelievable, a big growth, again, as we have suggested. And again, we have suggested that the nuclear should give it a second thought, and the countries that wanted to phase out nuclear stop their policies and continue with nuclear. And today, I think a historic day, thanks to the strong leadership of Madam President. And also, I can also thank and congratulate my friend, Mr. Commissioner Dan Jorgensen. His great efforts until this morning continue. I hope then you will have some time to enjoy this today and mark this occasion. Dear colleagues, this comes at a time, of course, very important, as Madam President mentioned. It is also important in the context of defending Ukraine and defending the European integrity and sovereignty. But it comes at a time that, as IE has said 2 years ago, lots of LNG is coming to the market now from US, Canada, Australia, and Qatar. It gives us Europe a room of maneuver. I would like to finish my words. We all at the IEA, we all want to get a lesson. Learn a lesson from this experience in the last 50 years. The lesson we learn is not to have too much concentration of energy from one single country. This can be gas, this can be this or that, because this in the energy world, over-reliance can quickly turn into major geopolitical vulnerabilities. So therefore, I hope we all learn our lesson. My number one golden rule for energy security is diversification. So in that respect, I would like to congratulate once again Madam President and Mr. Commissioner, and I hope to see that this success story in gas can be replicated for oil and the nuclear fuel supplies in the future. Thank you.
Commissioner Jorgensen.
Madam President, Devati, today is indeed a good day for Europe, a good day for Ukraine, and a very bad day for Russia. Today we close the taps on Russian gas. It is a historic decision. It is an unprecedented decision, but it is a necessary one. Putin has weaponized energy against us. Putin has blackmailed member states of the European Union, and he's used the profit to finance his terrible war against our friends in Ukraine. Today we say no more and never again. We will never go back to our dangerous dependence on Russia, to volatile supplies and market manipulation, to energy blackmail and economic exposure. Instead, we choose a new future of energy security and independence for Europe, in which we harness our own clean, homegrown and affordable energy. This is a change that Europe is prepared for. It is a step that we are ready to make. The phase-out will be careful, gradual and coordinated. So, the details. 6 weeks after the regulation enters into force, new short-term and long-term contracts will be prohibited. Then we will deal with the remaining imports under existing contracts. Existing long-term LNG contracts will be prohibited as of 1st of January 2027, in line with the sanctions we've agreed on earlier this year. Existing long-term pipe contracts will stop as of 30th of December 2027. As regards existing short-term contracts, we stopped the LNG ones in April 26 and the pipeline ones in June 26. This will lead to a full phase-out of Russian gas from EU markets in autumn 2027. Apart from gas, we also target the remaining imports of Russian oil to the EU. At the beginning of next year, we will table a legislative proposal to ban imports of all Russian oil. We have to do this as soon as possible and no later than by the end of 2027. So, to conclude, we choose security for our people, stability for our economy, independence for Europe, and once again, we stand by Ukraine.